Hello, everyone. Welcome back to almost some other one. I create for you, and today is Whatever Wednesday. And a while back, I told you that I painted dominoes. So I thought I'd show you how I do that because I am getting ready for a Bigfoot event festival for September. I hope that hopefully we're going to. I'm trying to get Mark encouraged into getting back into making his walking sticks. So he's going to make them Bigfoot themed. And he's also going to try to make some tree knockers. So, anyway, I've gotten these dominoes and they come like this. I got this at a thrift shop. And it's a whole set of dominoes to play a domino game. And when you get them, they're plain on one side, totally nothing on one side, and numbers on the other side. This side I paint white. No matter what, I just do a base paint of white. And then I go from there. And as you can see, I've already done that. I have some tan ones here and some green ones up here that are drying. Can you tell that I painted them already today? And the way I go about it is I put 2 layers of the other paint, 2 coats on the top. And then, because this is so smooth, actually what I should have done is sandpapered it first, and then put the paint on because it grabs the paint a little better. But me, I'm always an impatient painter, so I put 2 coats of the whatever color for my background, and then I do the edges also, and then on the back I have this piece of material to cover up the numbers. This is something I just came up with. And I got these at it's called a free church where they give out free household items and free clothing. And I came across these magnets that were for on your fridge. They were really thin, but when I cut 2 of these out and glue them to the back here, they hold up fine. They're awesome. So it's not a very expensive hobby for me. I've already had the paints, and I've already gone through some of the other canvases that I have. So I have a whole pile of supplies already, but these shouldn't cost too much. I don't even think they cost. I think they were $1.99 for the whole box. I don't know how many you get in a box, but I got a crap load. So this is what I do. I just paint a layer on, 1 coat. Real simple. And it doesn't matter if you get messy like this because you're going to end up coloring and painting the sides of it. And this is why you need a second coat, because there's a lot of streaks and stuff when you're doing this, because it's too smooth. If it wasn't so smooth, then I wouldn't be so impatient. It wouldn't be that way. But these, you can tell I did a second coat on. I gotta put that brush in the water, and then what else did I want to explain to you? I think that may be it. Oh, when I'm done with them, okay, let me show you ones I've already done to make life simple. I've done a hedgehog with a dragonfly, and see how glittery. And these ones I used felled on the back with a strip magnet, and they work great. And these, for some reason, I didn't paint the sides of these, but these I'm going to paint the sides of. Did a cactus. That one I put 2 on, but I only really needed 1, see. And this one's a little gnome. I did a Stay Strong one. And I did this one, which I'm going to make more of for the squatchiness. And I figured whatever we don't sell, Mark can have his merchandise to sell for his YouTube channel, since he's going to be doing a squatchy theme. So those were ones that I already did. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward, nothing too complicated. Paint it, unless you want, you could even decoupage, which it makes it easier on people who don't have art. If you see pictures like on napkins, newspaper magazine, whatever, paper. You can take Mod Podge, put it on there, put one coat of Mod Podge on, put whatever picture it is you want on, and then Mod Podge over top, and it's already sealed and done. My stuff takes a few more steps because I hand paint everything. When this is all done, I'm going to show you the ones that I've already done. Now, I'm going to warn you, I get nervous when people are watching me. I mean, I need to be right down in there and do it. And so this is going to be far away from me so that you guys can see. So I'm usually like right up against my face. I get down in there, you know? Okay, I need black. Let me see if I get black here. I like doing silhouettes. Silhouettes are easier for me because it's kind of like cheating in a way, because you don't have to do features like their facial features or not or something. So this here, I've already done the mountain range because I want the mountain range on there, but I wanted to put that on first so I could then put on, I tried to do the squatchy, and I'm going to be so transparent today. But that's okay. Okay, let me get you guys down close up, so you'll be up close and personal more than I will be. But then I just gradually paint the scene. I might not do the squatchy in this one. Just do the mountains and the hill. I mean the trees. Good grief, the hill. Why are my hands shaking? Don't need that to happen right now. And I'm surprised that there's not a cat up here in my face. But that's a good thing. I should not jinx it, right? But too late for that, Okay. They're not perfect. They're not exactly. And then I'll just go in and I will do the little side, like the shadows. I just Googled Bigfoot images to sketch, and this is what they come up with for me, so that's fine. It helps me because sometimes I sketch on here and sometimes like I can do it without sketching, which is also fine. I had fun. I did a whole lot, and Mark goes, "Oh my god, you did all these." Yeah, I did. I mean, like, when I do them, I don't even realize that how many I'm doing. I just do them. I get in the zone, and today I just got another message. I got to make some more of those rocks. They want 2 more. So, I'll be doing that this afternoon. I'm going to be a painting fiend. That's all I'm going to do for that one. I'm not going to get really crazy with these because I have to put Squatchy's head in there somewhere. It's not hard. It's a bunch of lines basically. So you don't have to be a Da Vinci or anything to figure this one out. You could do your own thing too. Which basically I'm not doing exactly as it is here. And now I gotta do these trees. So these are a fun thing to do. Okay, I'm gonna put that fine line thing down. I'm gonna get a little bit thicker brush because I want to do the base here. Just go straight across the bottom. Yeah, straight. Look at that hump I made. See, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. And if they claim they are, well, then they have lots of confidence. That's the way I look at it. I'm not going to make these too bumpy because I have such a small canvas to work with. I even painted on pennies once. That was something. I made necklaces out of them. So, like I said before, when I look at stuff and say, oh my God, I could paint on that. Oh my God, I can paint on that. And that gets me in trouble. So, put that one in the bucket here. Get back to my skinny brush. When I start my trees, I had to get up and make sure you were in frame. I will put a line down. Actually, I do this way. What am I doing? I'm just doing the trunk a little bit here. So, I can see where squash is going to be, so I gotta make sure I can get most of these trees in here. I thought it would be better to do this than to do squash first, because that way I know I have enough room for the trees. Oh. These brushes are like underneath my hand over here. Okay, there's one trunk. Two trunks. And another one. Alright, now that one goes in the water. Now I'm going to attempt this. Yesterday I was a little bit frustrated because I tried to do my trees the way I normally do, and the brush I had kind of sucked. So we'll see if this even works. Okay, I put a little topper up there, and then I go in, and I should have a smaller one, but I don't think I do. Let me see if this one's any smaller. They'll look the same. I should have rummaged through, but I don't do mine like that. I don't do it so full. And I just start dabbing the end of the brush all the way down. So it looks something like a tree. Something like a tree, right? Do the next one. Do a little funky thing on the top a little bit, so it's not so perfect. And then these are tiny, tiny trees. These take a minute. This is why I was worried about my shaky hand. Although I am going back and forth. Let me go like this. Sorry it's taking me so long here. Okay, I'll go to the other side. Work on those trees. I'll probably have to redefine my trees because they're looking funky. Okay, do the top a little bit funky there. I have to get back to used to doing a small canvas because this is craziness. Put that one up a little higher because it's looking funky up top there. Okay, next one, next victim. Come on now, dab it. Dag nabbit. Dab it. Okay, there's that one. Get a little more paint on here. And do the last one. Dab, dab it. Dang it. Dang it, dab it. Let me fix this one a little bit more. This one bothers me. The top doesn't look right. There's a little bit better. Okay, there's wonky trees. But at least you can tell somewhat that they are trees, nonetheless. trees aren't perfect either, but when it's easier when you have the right size brush. Believe me, it goes a lot quicker than what it did. And the fact that I am so far away from the canvas, it's pathetic. I'm about 2 feet away here, so it's not too good. And then I draw the squatch in. And I don't know that I can do this unless it's up close to my face. So let me see what I can do here. Hopefully I can do some. Oh, this one is not the good one. This one's, let me see here. Now, he is a little squatch, so we'll see. See what I can do with, oh, this one looks too thick. Good lordy-loo. I'll just work with this one. This one was bent. And I forget how to unbend my, see that? From being in the water overnight. So there is a way you can undo that. It just doesn't want to pick up the paint over here. I don't know. I don't think I can do this so far away with a bent brush. I'm gonna give it a go though. I can always fix it if I don't like it, right? Okay. This is going to be the hard part. Because you have to do those little features in his face. Which I just might do the way I normally do. I do it all black and then I use the tan and I do the features because, man, this is tiny. Oh, I got the features in. That worked. That was quick. Just did a few jabs. Okay, gotta put his arm down here. Color this in a little bit here. I talk myself through it sometimes. So if that annoys you, I'm sorry. I don't usually do it when I'm by myself. I know you guys are here, so I'm not really by myself, so it doesn't count. Right? Okay. Now, to do the legs. He's going for a walk in the woods. He's a wood booger, as they sometimes call them. Trying to make that leg look like a foot look like a foot because you can't really see it with the black bottom. They have his toe hanging up there, so I put his toe up there. Okay, there's that. My goodness, this is a tiny squatch. It's like an oxymoron because he's a big guy. All right, so this leg comes down here a little bit, and it goes back, goes in a little bit here, by the knee, goes back, ooh, there went the boo-boo. Good thing I can fix it. Oh no, actually look, it'll look like his foot's going back there. Happy little accident. This bothers me. I'm probably going to mess it up if I mess with it too much. You know what probably would work better? A black pen, for gosh sakes. Why didn't I think of that? Using a black pen would probably be more beneficial. Gotta fix his hand here. He doesn't look like a lobster. That's gonna need some tweaking. Okay, there's Squatchy walking in the forest. Alright, that's the best I can do. I'll bring him up to you guys. There he is. He's squatching. So now I'm going to show you what I do then is I will come over top after this dries. I will come over top of it with this extreme glitter you can get at Walmart. That makes it sparkly sparkly. Then for the top coat, we learned a trick in rock painting. And if you don't have resin, if you use clear Gorilla Glue, it works just the same. Seals it, and it looks nice. And so now I'm going to try to maneuver these around so that I can bring out the big tray of what I already have done. So you can see what I was feverishly working on last night. So I say. I have fun doing this. It actually calms me when I'm having anxiety or bad thoughts or whatever you want to call it. I tend to draw myself to art. So I do a lot of it because it seems like I'm always in a form. Okay, so this one, he went that way and he's all sparkly. And see, I do the sides. These I did to make them look like wood grain. And he's got the backing and the magnet. So I did 5 of those. Then I did, let me see here. Is that the next one over? Yeah, here we go. This is a squatch. It says Believe. It's a little bit hairy. And that's the back. And then I did this blue one. And that's the black back with those kind. And I did him standing next to a tree. 2 trees, as a matter of fact. See, those trees look a little bit better. And the back is the flat ones. And then I did the footprint with the squatch. The back. And last but not least, I could not help but do, this is one of their tree structures. And I actually super glued them on and then sealed them with that glue, that clear glue. But that clear glue works awesome. And I put the clear glue all the way around, so. And it doesn't take long to draw either, so. X marks the spot. So even if these don't sell, I'm going to be making these for Mark because he seems to be always saying X marks the spot or he finds a lot of X's. So that'll be for his channel. So I've done pretty gosh darn many of them. I did 5 of each design. You know what? Let me zoom you guys out. Now, there you go. So I did this whole thing full. That's what I was working on last night. Did them all last night, so I know I'm going to get plenty done. I only have that one set of dominoes, so that's why I only did 5 each. I wanted to see, I'm going to do these 2 designs and then see what I have left, and then I'll do extras of the other, you know, some of them. Like the X marks the spot. I'll probably do quite a few of these ones. It was an idea. He had an idea that I should do Believe with twigs, and I'm like, how am I going to do that, Mark? They have to be rounded and everything. Forget that. And then I was doing X marks the spot, and I was drawing it on there, and I was going to make it look wood grain. I'm like, we got little twigs out back. I'm just going to do it with wood. That'll be even better. So he liked that idea, so we did that. And that was my project, and that's my recycling also, because they were dominoes, and I made them into something else. Hold on, I'll be right back with another thing. I'm back. We go to this auction every first of the month. I know I've mentioned it. And I saw a box of these. These were coasters, car coasters. And there was something on here, but now you can't even see that there was something on there. There was a design on there. So what I did was I did like 3 coats of white. And then when I sponged it, it gave it that texture that you can see there. And now I'm going to do Bigfoot scenes on here. And then I have these from the Dollar Tree. You can get this kind of stuff that's you put under they're little felt pads. And you can put them underneath your furniture and stuff. So I'm putting them underneath here so that they don't scratch up, the bottoms don't scratch up and get all yucky. So that's what they're going to be. And then I'm going to put some Bigfoot stuff on those. And I have a ton of those. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I think I'm close to 30 of these, maybe. And I've not done anything. Okay, I lie. I think I did Mod Podge some sea, like ocean beach theme on 4 of them for somebody. But I have all these, and I'm like, oh, I can do these. Because I want to find stuff that people aren't going to have at that stand. So that's why I'm trying to do original stuff. Because it'll sell better than having a repeat thing somebody buys off of a bulk off of like the stickers. Somebody's probably going to have a crap load of those stickers you can buy that are really cheap, and you get like maybe 100 of them, and you only pay $1.99 for them on Temu, and you get all kinds of different Bigfoot. I think there's going to be a lot of that, so I'm not going to even go into that range at all. And I could be cheapy and quickie and take those stickers and put them on here and put them on here. But to me, that's not original, and so I don't mind painting them. And that's that. But just to let you know that once we figure out how his channel's going to go, and I think he already got more views on his than I've got on mine, I will be doing this, and we're going to try to sell some merchandise. So that would be it. I would try to sell little things like this, so when I do the price, I can include shipping. It's not going to cost an arm and a leg to purchase or to ship. So there's that. Yeah, because these aren't really that heavy, and you'll have the option of buying them singly, like 1, 2, 3, or 4, or you can buy a set of 4. But I'm only, I don't like it that if you want to buy 5, it should be like sets of 4, but I'll do 1, 2 individual up to a set of 4 to keep them together. And oh yeah, hold on one moment. I just saw something. Okay, I looked up while I was talking and I forgot I had them. Look, these are all of them. They're all in this little crate. So I even had some painted black, I believe. See, I have to retouch that because they're up against each other. And that's why I want to put something on the bottom. I won't even have to retouch that. I can put that. But it's, that's why I did them with the fell on the bottom, because look how it gets. Because it kind of juts out. Because it has to fit inside your cup holder. Alrighty. So that is my whatever Wednesday deal. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. You can get creative on your own. You don't even have to know how to paint. Like I said, you can Mod Podge stuff on here. Make Christmas gifts. You can make Christmas ornaments, possibly. If you just hang a little piece of string on the back here, you can make ornaments. Just like if you put felt or something on the back, do 2 pieces. That way, whatever string you're putting on, you can glue between the 2 pieces of material, and then you won't even see that in the back there. So there's an idea. Sometimes I just come up with this crap. My head's always moving. My mind's always moving in the direction of what I can do and coming up with crap, and I go, oh yeah, I can do that, I can do that. That's a great canvas. Let me try this. Sometimes it gets me in trouble, and sometimes it doesn't. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the content. And if you have any questions about any of this, let me know. And put it in the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't, because we do this every Wednesday. It's whatever Wednesday. So whatever crafts I can come up with, or I bring you into my craft world and show you things that I do and I create. So I think I'm going to have an idea for next Wednesday, similar to what I showed before. I believe I showed you guys how I paint saws. I don't remember if I showed you the circular saws or the hand saw, but I think I'm going to be doing a circular saw, and it's with a twist, because I saw this, if you can believe it. I went to a thrift store, and like I'm telling you, I see stuff and it hits my head, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can do that. So I have this idea from a thrift store. I took a picture of what it was, and I'm like, why haven't I ever thought of this before? But now I'm so glad I did, because it's going to boost my paintings on circular saws. And it's easy. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alrighty, enough yapping. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay creative, stay creepy, stay true to yourself, like my short today says, and stay tuned for the next one. Thank you so much. I'll see you later. Bye-bye for now.